Hello, and welcome to our presentation, the first ever from Waifu Labs Lounge. A fun and informative presentation. Today, the appeal of a waifu, or what catches the eye.
Let us begin by asking, what is a waifu? A waifu is a term used often to describe female characters in games, manga, and anime who are admired.
Today we begin on today's activity. We focus on female characters that can be known to excel in presentation and what causes neuron activation. Why? The visual of a character is key to character design along with character development. The Labs Lounge is here to help. We come and chime in when it comes to appeal. We occasionally advise someone when obligated that there is a lot of things that can maximize overall admiration of waifus. Let's begin with a fun activity. Let's take a look at a few visual examples and break down where the activation and stimulation of senses and neurons will occur when it comes to visual designs, when it comes to your waifu. There has been a misconception brewing that states that an attractive female character is equal to pornographic material. The claim is absurd. Allowing this misconception to become common will prove our human perceptions are painfully weakening. It will also lead into future complications that could harm creative works and creative freedom. It would be for the best that if you notice someone with such misconception, it is best that you sit the individual down and explain what actually makes a pornographic work. Please and thank you. Sample 1. Seola from Brave 9. Her best known, thick thighs, midriff, curvature, cuteness and sexiness in combination. We will point out the traits that would appeal to sense and neurons. Here, we take a look at her thighs. We observe that Seola exceeds when it comes to thighs. We notice the skin dentation when it comes to her thigh highs. Thick thighs can be more than capable of thigh-related activities than lap pillows. Seola's midriff. We managed to locate her midriff. However, we are able to find curvature of Seola. We also notice the exposure of her stomach, thus revealing the belly button. Two extra things that will stimulate. The shape and size of breasts can be figured out through shaders and traced outlines. It can be determined much easier with the outfit torso tightens on the chest area, or has an accessory. We overall concluded with the possibly most commonly agreed statement. On top of her being really sexy, she shows the picture-perfect beauty. She is also cute. Sample 2. We move on over to our second female character to be observed, Regina. Regina has more things that can awaken and stimulate senses and neurons. That said, Regina from Outer Plane, best known, chest, thighs, bottom, elegance, and wild side. We move on over to Regina's thighs. Regina's thighs are amazingly thick for starters. 4 points to be made. Thickness exceeding a bit past the hips. The thighs showing its width. The skin dentation when it comes to her leg stocking. And the beauty mark on her right thigh as we see to the left. The Labs Lounge has also got visual of her bottom. Highly probability of massively agreed statement. Regina is really caked up. Her midriff. We observe her midriff area where she has great curvature and hips that don't lie. Her magician leotard outfit is best for showing off breast and thigh, but tightens on the waist area. Just as always when it comes to leotard outfits. We also take a wild look at her breasts. We should also take a look at the cleavage in her torso area. The shape and shade should really demonstrate that she really has milky breasts. We also take a look at her milky fucking tits from a side view. Oh, fuck yeah! The Labs Lounge was given additional data. We conclude that she does have milky, thick, sexy appeal, but she is a mix of elegance and wildness with a surprising seductive charm.
To sum up our segment so far, we take a look at two characters and their visual presentation and broken down areas that make the female characters attractive and begin awakening of neurons and senses while undergoing stimulation. Seola and Regina exceed in beauty, while Seola has a dash of cuteness and Regina has a dash of elegance, wildness, and seductiveness. Conclusion. We have reached the conclusion to our first ever presentation from the Waifu Labs Lounge. We hope you enjoy. We also hope you do not fret. We have more segments and presentations from the Waifu Labs Lounge. That said, sit tight. We will help out with observations of waifus for the lounge and the traversaire. Stay hydrated and comfortable, and see you next time.
Words from the people. We made a premiere of our presentation to other individuals, and they wanted to send in their overall statements with the topics discussed in this presentation. Here we have a few to go over.
Benson from Texas. I prefer to go with Ciola. She is more mysterious and more decorated with the body markings on her side.
Jake from Texas. I want to rub on Ciola's thighs while caressing my tongue across her tummy wummy, then rubbing my face on her belly button.
I was able to get Regina on my first tent pull on her debut banner. The Labs Lounge also should take a look at Mai from King of Fighters. She is a big deal.
Guys, my coworker is high on edibles because one of his family members tapped into the family breakfast and I was supposed to be given the password to get the final draft of the presentation. We have a deadline and I still didn't get an answer. Fuck it, we will go with this draft. It looks more finished. We have 2 minutes anyway.